The morning begins with a hush, the kind that makes the air feel heavier, as though the land itself is waiting. Then, from somewhere deep across the plains, comes the low tremor of hooves, faint at first, then rolling steadily like a distant drumbeat. Dust rises in pale clouds, drifting over the horizon until the shapes underneath it sharpen. Wildebeest, zebra, and a scatter of antelope all moving in a single, pulsing direction. They've traveled for weeks, guided by instinct older than memory. Rain has painted a promise somewhere far ahead, and the herds follow that promise with a determination that borders on desperation. They know the path, but they also know what stands in their way. The Mara River, beautiful from afar, deadly up close. Long before the animals reach it, the river announces itself. The churn of water against stone, the muffled thump of logs tumbling beneath the surface. Even the soft ripple of wind across the bank sounds sharper here. It's a boundary every generation must face, one that tests the strong and punishes the careless. The herd slow as the river comes into view. The surface gleams like metal under the sun, disguising the true danger beneath. On the far bank, dust spirals lazily where lions lounge in the tall grass, patient as shadows. In the water itself, crocodiles rest motionless, waiting to turn the day's panic into a feast. At the front of the herd stands a young wildebeest. Not a leader by choice, just the one who found herself at the edge first. Behind her, bodies press forward, snorting, pacing, nervous. She dips her head toward the water, pulls back, tries again. Instinct says go. Fear says wait. And around her, the pressure builds close by. A small family cluster huddles together. An older female with a limp, a sturdy yearling, and a calf with legs almost too thin to hold its weight. They've kept together through storms, predators, and long droughts. Now they stand shoulder to shoulder watching the churning river. For them, the choice is brutal. Cross and risk death, or stay and starve. Suddenly a zebra bursts forward, its hooves sending pebbles skittering down the bank. One leap, then another, and it plunges into the water with a splash that sends shockwaves across the herd. That's all it takes. Panic snaps whatever thread held the crowd still. The crossing begins. What looks like chaos is really a desperate rhythm. Bodies pushing through the water, legs kicking against invisible currents, horns cutting through spray. The first few swimmers battle the flow, but the river is merciless. It drags sideways, forcing animals where it wants them, not where they choose to go. Crocodiles erupt from the water like scaled explosions. Their eyes track the weak, the young, the injured, the unlucky. One clamps onto a struggling wildebeest, pulling it under in a whirl of red and mud. Another snaps at hooves, missing